Ooh. Tight, tight. I've arrived. Okay, we're getting ready to get some work done. We're getting ready to do a full face. We are working on some content. She's working on content. I'm working on content. We are both content creators and friends. Yes, let's get this party started. Before, I'm going to wash my hands, and in between me doing the makeup, I'm constantly cleaning my hands because I am handling someone's face and want to make sure that my hands are clean at all times. Hey, you're here for another tutorial. Okay, right now we're just getting ready to get started. We're using a cotton pad and some toner to remove any debris that may be on her face. Make sure it's nice and moisturized. Make sure you get all the areas around the neck, around the ears, the décolleté, because that's all part of the face, okay? Now we're going in with some moisturizer, making sure we're moisturizing the skin. Skin prep is very, very important because this allows the makeup to lay down really nice. So now we're going in and we're setting the moisture that we just put on her face. Prior to putting foundation on, we're going to go ahead and do some color correcting. You'll notice that the color corrector is an orange. I'm trying to cancel out any darkness around her eyes, around her mouth. The color correcting helps with evening out the skin from discoloration, redness, hyperpigmentation prior to putting on your foundation and your concealer, so you won't have to put as much product. Because if you skip this step majority of the time, sometimes the darkness may peek up under the foundation. I really love this brush. It makes me feel like a real artist for real. I use this to apply my concealer and also to apply my foundation sometimes. You'll notice that I'm making her look up as I'm applying that color corrector around her eyes. I'm asking her to look up at the ceiling as I'm going over those areas where I want to cancel out some of the darkness. That's just my friend's daughter. She's playing peekaboo with us. She's like, hey, I'm here. I'm out. I'm here. She was very mesmerized by what we had going on. She really likes to see me applying makeup, and she likes to play with makeup herself. So right now we're going in with a creamy foundation. All the products that I'm using on her skin for this look, I will list everything in the description below. Creamy foundations are really good for drier skin types, mature skin. Also, cream foundations are really good on dry skin types. You can also use it on normal skin, and also it does really well with mature skin because with the, I think it's the oil that they have in the actual cream product that helps it lay down really smooth, especially on mature skin. So right now I'm just making sure I put the foundation in the right places. I'm blending everything in all around her hairline, around her neck, around her ears, making sure that the foundation is blended really well all over her face. We are applying the concealer, making sure everything is blended in really well around the edges of the concealer, making sure that blends in really well into the foundation. So right now we're getting ready to go in and contour around her hairline and also her jaws, the cheeks, making sure everything, and also a little bit of her nose as well, because contouring really brings everything back as far as dimension to your face. Whereas when you're putting the foundation on, you lose a lot of that. So right now we're contouring to bring all that back in. Blend, blend, blend. So you'll notice that the brush that I'm using is helping to melt and blend everything into place. We want to make sure that we are smoothing out those lines that we created to contour her face and add dimension back to her face. Now we're going in and we're going to contour the nose. See? Bring it all the way up to the eyebrows. So right now I'm just going in with some powder. I need to set everything that I just placed on the skin. As far as the foundation, I need to make sure I put some powder to set everything in place so nothing will move. And also the concealer needs to be set as well, so that there's no creasing. And also you don't want to sweat out the product. So powder is very important to set everything in place. So right here I'm setting under the eyes. I'm having her look up. So I set up under the eyes so that there's no creasing. And also all the areas that I put the concealer. I'm going in with my Plouise base. And this will allow the eyeshadow to have something to adhere to, and it will also make the eyeshadow pop. Now we're ready for some action. We're going in with the Juvias palette and we're applying one of the eyeshadows. Like I said, all the information as far as the specific eyeshadows and the specific products that I use will be in the description down below. So we want to make sure we're patting that in.
I'm used to this thing. You don't have to tell me.
How are you, Barbie? That look pretty. Thank you, sir.
Smart boy. Show them, just throw out them compliments.
So right now I'm just applying something right up under her eyes because I don't want the eyeshadow that I'm getting ready to apply to drop any excess eyeshadow on her cheeks or her up under her eyes. I don't want to have to clean up the work that I just did. I am now applying some eyeshadow in the crease area to blend that area out. See, you see me sweeping some stuff away because I did have a little fallout from the eyeshadow. So I'm getting ready to go in with the eyeliner and putting it very close to the lash line and also on her waterline. Ooh, come on, creamy foundation. Look at that glow. The look is really starting to come together. So we're doing liner in the waterline, and it's a really good trick to have your client look up at the ceiling to avoid them doing so much blinking because you are in a very sensitive area. My girl, she's pretty good at this because we've been doing makeup for a while, so that's why you won't see her blinking as much. So I'm finishing off on the liner right now. What I'm using is the Inglot eyeliner. We're finishing off on the eyeliner right now, and I'm very pleased so far with the look. We haven't applied lashes yet, and the eyeshadow is really popping already. I love it. Look at those eyes. This eye look so far is giving black girl magic. Come on. Come on, look at that side shot. It's giving me skin. Come on. You see that skin prep was on point. So right now we're going into the lips right now. We're working on the lining of the lips. We're working with the brown on the outside of the lips. And then we're gonna go in with this muted purple. She wasn't too fond of the muted purple, so we went in with another purple that looked better with the eye look. So after asking her whether or not she liked the lip color, we went in with a purple that was a little bit darker. She didn't like the muted purple. It was like a hint of pink in it as well. But I liked it, but she also wanted to try something different. But it came out pretty nice, the color that we had at the end. So I just put on the matte lipstick and we corrected the color, and I'm just going in with the final touches, making sure everything is blended in well. And I'm going to touch up on my eyeshadow to make sure that the colors are still popping. So I like to go over everything, make sure everything is blended in well. So we're finished. We are finished with this glam look, okay? We are going to go ahead and spray, make sure everything is set in place. I'm just covering up her eyes because I don't want that part to get wet, but I do want everything else to be set, and she's ready to go. Beauty is her name.
The people in the DM say I'm pretty.